Courtney Ketter,
I, Courtney Ketter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States
the Constitution and government of the United States
and the Constitution and government of the State of Nevada
and the Constitution and government of the State of Nevada
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
whether domestic or foreign,
whether domestic or foreign,
and that I will bear true faith,
and I will bear true faith,
allegiance, and loyalty
allegiance, and loyalty
to the same,
to the same,
and further that I will faithfully perform
and further I will faithfully perform
the duties of my judicial office
the duties of my judicial office
in the city of North Las Vegas, Nevada,
in the city of North Las Vegas, Nevada,
on which I will enter on December 1st, 2022.
in which I will enter on December 1st, 2022.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Judge Ketter. All right.
Because Ketter was just better.
Okay, so while they're doing their pictures, what they won't say, and Judge Sullivan, Courtney might have said, Judge Sullivan is the one that swore him in when he passed the bar. To come full circle. So he'll be the manager.
Don't say that. I'm trying to get over it. Am I supposed to introduce you? Put your Facebook lives on. Screenshots. Sir, is that filming or is it stills? Pull your cell phone out. This is the first time. Go ahead, sis. Take pictures of that too. 'Cause anytime she have to remind him moving forward, sir. I'll get your gown up for you. Ooh, Judge Frank P. Sullivan, you stop giving me all this power. It is my pleasure to ask you to all rise for the Honorable Judge Courtney Ketter. It makes us proud. Shout out to everybody who was able to vote for him this morning. It gives me great pleasure to give you the microphone as you speak for the very first time. And don't y'all sit until the judge tell you to sit. Y'all never been to court before? But you hold them all in contempt. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. This is your first time speaking as the honorable. Please you do your best.
This is surreal. I didn't expect this many people to be here. But the first thing I have to say is thank you to all of you for being here, for supporting me. One of the things that running for office taught me is that people don't owe you anything. They don't owe you donations, they don't owe you support, they don't owe you votes. But you guys gave me that. You volunteered to do that, so thank you. I appreciate that. My other thanks. Where's my street team? Where's my street team? From day one, when I said I was running, Delaney was like, I am here for it. She was ready. I think she was telling people at her school to tell their parents to vote for me. They came out and knocked doors with us on several weekends. Thank you so much. Courtney and Kendall and Mel also came out and knocked doors. Thank you so much. My inner circle, Asha Jones, Queen of the World. And Judge Harris. probably the first two people that I sat down with and said that I wanted to run, and they gave me everything that I needed, the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, who I should talk to, who I shouldn't talk to, and throughout the process, they really just kept me grounded and kept me confident, and because it's a grind, it really is. So thank you so much for your counsel and your friendship and your support. I appreciate that. And someone else I need to thank. So it's been, as Judge Sullivan said, it's been such a process getting here, and that process started with going to law school. And there was a point in my first year in law school where I was like, this might be too much. I might have bitten off more than I can chew, and I seriously considered dropping out of law school. And my son's mom, Tisha, she talked me into continuing the process, sticking with it, so thank you. I appreciate it. Kyle also, he's at school up at Reno. He was home one weekend, he knocked doors. He was here from school, so thank you for that. This has been such an amazing journey. Those of you that know me know that I'm a huge sports fan. And one of my earliest memories was that of watching Doug Williams, the first black quarterback in the Super Bowl back in 1988. And so from there, now you see black quarterbacks are the norm. It's something that's not so unusual. And so that's one of the reasons I'm so honored to follow in the footsteps of Judge Melinda Harris, who became the first black judge in North Las Vegas. We have number 2. There are 5 judges in North Las Vegas. 2 of them are African American. And why I think that's important is representation. We are the most diverse city in the state, and we need to have people in these positions that are going to see all of the people of North Las Vegas. Yes. And we are making that progress. We are moving in that direction. The last person that I want to thank before I get out of here is, of course, Marie. She stole some of my speech. But yes, she worked. There were times I told her, and I wasn't kidding, I said, I think you might be working harder than I am at this. I would wake up and all I could see is the glow from her cell phone as she was on her phone researching. I mean, she knew all of the rules, all the do's and don'ts of the campaign. She was on top of it. If I asked her a question and she gave me an answer, I didn't have to ask anybody else because I knew that was the answer. She knew what she was talking about. She did such an excellent job that at events, people would ask her, how long has she been a campaign consultant? And when she would tell them, oh, this is my first one, they'd be blown away. There would be times that I would talk to other candidates and I'm sharing information with them that they didn't know. And they have, seasoned campaign managers. That's how hard she worked and that's how serious she took this. And so I just have to say thank you for all of your hard work, for your support, and just for being there when I know the stressful days. I probably wasn't the nicest person to be around, but you were still there, and I say thank you and I love you. The last thing I want to say is, if this doesn't show us all what voting does, you have 2 judges that have, people that look like us have never held these positions in this city. And we do now because we are starting to understand the importance of voting. And so when you hear people say, this is the most important election of your life, I know it sounds cliche, but it is true. And so we have to, every election cycle, research know who the candidates are, know what the propositions are, and vote. Because that is how we're going to keep this momentum. We can't be satisfied with, okay, we got 2, let's go home, and no. Keep the momentum going forward. Like Mr. Doing said, his sister was just elected as the first black mayor, I believe, in the entire state, correct? If we want to continue to see that kind of representation throughout the city and out the state, we have to continue to vote. Last thing, serious, I want to thank my parents. I grew up in a very rough neighborhood. You've ever seen the movie Boys in the Hood? At the start of the movie, when they find that the dead body in the alley, want to see a dead body? Right. That was our street. That was literally, that alley at the end of our street. My parents worked very hard to move us out of that neighborhood. We moved to a better place, and they always worked to provide for us. I didn't realize how poor we were back then, because I didn't feel it then. They made us feel loved. They made us feel like we could go out and accomplish anything. And that's why I'm here, because of you too. So, thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. We'll see you again in 6 years. But before then, we are going to Urban Lounge over on Sahara to celebrate. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm overstepping. Thank you for your support. All right.